Hello, internets. This is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Belshire Vestige to bring you another StarCraft 2 Shoutcast kind of thing. With me, as always, is Nav. How you doing over there, buddy?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. The players today are going to be DoomShroom, a.k.a. KillerKoala, a.k.a. Angry Kitten, spawning as the Red Zerg. His opponent is going to be the mysterious Barcode from Lands Unknown, spawning as the Blue Terran. So, a TVZ. I know it's always your favorite. Nav. This is gold level play, and it's also another replay uploaded to r/castit. So r/castit /r/castit, or whatever the hell you guys want to figure that out. /r/castit /castit. That's what it is. There you go.
There's too many backslashes in that sentence, I feel.
/ /castit. Find it. Upload your guys' replays. You'll find a caster, or if you guys want to start casting yourselves, we could always help you guys out.
It's true.
So what do you expect out of a TVZ, especially around a gold level-esque type of play?
Well, I definitely don't expect any kind of style that I use, i.e. mech, at this low level. It seems like people at this level tend to stick a little bit more towards bio and, bio tank kind of thing, which is definitely all good. It's just, not my real cup of tea. So I expect to see Marines, tanks, some kind of tank marine type push type of thing. That's what I'm expecting. We'll just have to see what crazy shenanigans ensue, because eBay block on the Zerg's natural. Always a shenanigan starter.
Yeah, and this is interesting. I don't think he's going to finish this. He is going to...
Oh.
No, nice. Stop. So canceled it right there with about 17, 18 HP points left for it to be built. And what's interesting, he built that before even putting up a barracks at his top of his ramp. So with DoomShroom, a.k.a. Angry Kittens, KillerKoala type of thing, already had the spawning pull up, has that extractor so early. We're going to see some early... metabolic boost on those Zerglings, I would assume. This could be slightly dangerous, especially if Barcode isn't prepared for it and it doesn't complete this wall off. And it looks like he's actually going for command. So engineering bay block, command center first. Is this being a bit too greedy?
This man has balls, big balls of steel, big balls of Terran steel. Because this is really risky. What I'd really like to see him do, go back there real quick. Yes, I realize he'll probably lose the eBay eventually. Go back, finish the eBay, grab some gas. As soon as that CC's done, planetary fortress that baby. You know what I'm saying? I want to say almost like a Cat Rock kind of style type thing. I believe he used to do an eBay block into Mass Ravens type of deal. So, that's always a possibility. But do you need a barracks for that? No, I don't think you do. I mean, that would be the only thing I can think of right now, because if he were to just spew out a bunch of lings, it's game over.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, I had these names completely wrong. I do believe Barcode is KillerKoala, because KillerKoala is a Terran player. And when you said Planetary Fortress right off the bat, it reminds me of a play that he loves to do, which is Mass Ravens off of Planetary Fortress and a natural expansion. I've casted those games once, twice before, at least, and I just had flashbacks of Mass Raven preceded by a Planetary Fortress at the natural expansion. So I'm pretty sure Barcode is KillerKoala.
All right then. Well, that kind of makes sense. And I was gonna say, because that's almost too perfect. He really didn't need to build the second eBay over here. I would have liked him just to see him finish this one off. Keep this from blocking the block the natural, and he could have had that planetary fortress up even sooner.
Yeah, I mean, very true. But I mean, since with it going down, he does go for the high sec auto tracking, also for the point defense drones and auto turrets, as well as if this is going to turn into a Mass Raven, which more than likely it is. He's already shooing away this Overlord with a single Marine. So this Overlord will go down now. What I'm interested to see is how viable this strategy is going to be, because he used a lot of this in Wings of Liberty, and he did stop playing for a while when Heart of the Storm came out. So is there anything that could be potentially dangerous, especially using a Mass Raven type build?
Yeah, Mass Ravens, honestly, and for you Zerg players out there that watch our cast, definitely listen up here, because I have a variation of my own Mass Raven into Mass Raven BCs. Well, I don't want to take credit. It was created by Hammer. It's the Hammer Triple R. But with Mass Ravens, mutas are probably one of your worst enemies. If he goes heavy muta, gets like 24, 30, 36 mutas with +1, etc. With their increased speed and health regeneration, they can run away from your Hunter Seekers before they ever hit. They don't have to engage auto turrets. Any minor damage they take will pretty much go away. and then they can just grab 3-4 bases and go to whatever whatever tech they want and eventually crush you pretty much. Unless you have a lot real good turret placement and widow mines and whatnot, then mass meatless is a very hard counter to this build in my experience.
Yeah, and right now he's using all of his gas on banelings. He hasn't taken his second at his main. He hasn't even taken his third, his fourth at his third natural expansion, I guess is what you would want to call it. And he ran by those Zerglings without even trying to take down that engineering base. So this is a little bit of a tip of the hat on your playstyle and what you're doing, because it's going to just be a straight rush against your opponent. Zerg really on 2 bases is not where you want to be, and DoomShroom had no idea up until that point that planetary fortress was there, and he's quickly going to be shooed away. But even with all of these banelings, since it does take quite a bit of banelings to bring it down, he's going to push forward anyway. Oh my god.
That did almost nothing.
4 workers killed, 2 on each of those baneling explosions near that refinery. That you are very correct. That did almost nothing. Everything that DoomShroom essentially had is gone. He was joining up heavily behind that, so maybe he does have a follow-up to it, but still, there is no saturation at his second base. His main base is heavily saturated or completely saturated on those mineral patches. He has no follow-up to this. I mean, he is going up to Lair Tech, but without having that second or any other extractor aside from that original one, I don't really see him going anywhere beyond just death within the next 7 to 8 minutes, especially now since already the Corvid reactor is starting up for Barcode, aka KillerKoala. His third base is pretty much up and running. It's going to float over to that third expansion factory there just for posterity's sake, to gearing out that starport. Viking going to go ahead and clear out those roving bands of overlords, and if he's not careful, DoomShroom can get supply blocked. Even though he was heavily supply blocked for quite some time, and he's actually sending them back to the back corner. If that Viking catches those overlords, it'll be pretty much game over, and he'll seal the deal.
Yeah, very, very true here. And he's finally chipping away at this engineering bay at his natural. I really, really would have loved to see him do this with even just 1 or 2 Zerglings or even a drone, something to peck with this a while ago and throw down that expansion. But like you said, he invested a lot into those banelings, and he did research Burrow, which would be great if our barcode friend were going for some kind of bio play to where he would possibly run into burrowed banelings, but sadly, that is not the case. So yeah, it's just a matter of him massing up those Ravens, which got that at plus 25 starting energy already done. Got a bunch more starports coming down. So the mass of Ravens is beginning, and he's got a long way off, and our Zerg player is a long way off from being financially stable enough to get a bunch of mutas from the Spire he has halfway done. So I really don't see what he can do at this point.
Yeah, no, he barely has enough for a single Mutalisk at this point. The third and fourth extractor are finally going down at his natural expansion. He has plenty of minerals to put down a third, fourth, maybe even a fifth base if he so chose. But right now, he pretty much sealed his own fate when he decided to rush in with those banelings. As soon as he saw that Planetary Fortress, he should have just backed off. Planetary Fortress has 24 kills to its name already, and that was just one single attack that the Zerg player DoomShroom decided to do, and now it looks like Barcode, KillerKoala, Angry Kittens. He knows this build very well. He immediately went for those 2 refineries at that third expansion, and immediately started mining them out of them, since those Ravens do cost quite a bit of gas, 200 per, and he already has 4 starports, so that's 800, or 5 starports, so that's 1,000 gas per unit building structure. Unit production, and yeah, so this Viking's just roving around the middle of the map. Finally, DoomShroom is taking that second expansion, and it looks like there are a couple of banelings there at the ramp, scattered here and there for DoomShrooms, but really, if this is going to turn into a war of attrition, Angry Kitten's Barcode has this locked down.
Very much so. He does have a burrowed, he does have to eventually deal with that burrowed Zergling in his potential 4th base, which can be a little bit annoying. You have to waste a scan or bring up some Ravens over there, or just preemptively start building turrets beforehand to kind of build up some ARD, and then that'll spot for him. But that's really the only minor problem. It almost looks like DoomShroom is going for like a mutiling baneling kind of thing, or at least he's trying to, because he's getting upgrades for the Mutalisk air attack. He's still producing Zerglings. He has a baneling's nest, baneling speed, and burrow. I'm just kind of confused where this Hydralisk Den is going to come into play.
Well, I mean, this is pretty much gold level play, so this is pretty much where it goes. I mean, at this level, players just pretty much just build everything and anything they possibly can. They say, "Oh, I got gas, I'm just going to use it," without really thinking about what they're going to use it for. He probably saw that Viking early on and just overcommitted and put that Hydralisk down, even though he already had Spire on the way. So right now, here come, cue up the March of the Valkyries. Here come the Ravens. They are going to make swift work of this third base, especially since DoomShroom, all he has in the way of anti-air is pretty much 2 Mutalisks.
Yep, and one point defense drone keep those Ravens safe for quite a while as they set up any kind of amount of turns that they want to throw down. And since he's making these Ravens 5 at a time, 4 to 5 at a time, their numbers are gonna start climbing very quickly.
Yeah, and here it comes. Here come the auto turrets. Oh man, this is just rough. This is rough for DoomShroom.
I just want to point this out in case any Terran players out there don't know this, but the auto turrets, they do get benefits from those eBay upgrades. They get an additional +2 armor from that building armor upgrade. They also get +1 range from the high-sec tracking, which also affects your planetary and your turrets. So those are both effective items to use for this strategy as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like that third base went down, and at the same time behind this, KillerKoala is expanding as well, so he's going to get ready to take his fourth. And here come the Ravens. They already have plenty of kills to their name. They're going to go ahead and push forward and put down a bunch more auto turrets. This natural expansion is going to go down finally. Here come the Hydralisks. Here come the Zerglings, but these auto turrets have so much range, do so much damage that they are going to nibble away at the Zergling count. But finally, it looks like the point defense drone is there. Actually, there goes the Hunter Seeker missile, takes one out of the sky immediately, and it looks like the Ravens retreat to safety of those auto turrets still up there. What is the exact time? 180 seconds. So a little over a minute real time for those. Actually, what? Oh, almost 3 minutes game time. So 2.5 minutes real time. Those auto turrets last for a long time.
And just think that's actually without durable materials. Durable materials add another minute game time to their duration.
I don't even want to think about that. And yeah, look at that command center galore. KillerKoala feels very much so in the lead, and rightfully so. I mean, looking at the units lost tab, 86 units lost by DoomShroom, 5,200 resources, and a staggering, whopping 4 units lost for KillerKoala, aka Barcode. That's just nuts.
Yep, 231 minerals in total. Part of that, I'm guessing, was from that
eBay. Those 3. Oh, actually, and those 4 SCVs. So 4 SCVs has been lost by Barcode. And here comes Zergling's going to go ahead and get us around on that planetary fortress. There is plenty of them, but the repairs are underway. Looks like those missile turrets are going to keep firing away. Those Ravens are out of position, but the planetary fortress is nibbling away down to 300, 250, 200. And it looks like it will finally manage to go down. The combined might of the Zerglings and the Hydralisks managed to bring it down, but unfortunately there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more command centers being finished up as we speak. 5, another, wow, hollow victory, I would say.
Yep. He's going to be able to just replace that. Plus, he's got his fourth base, which I guess technically now is his third, has double planetary with the building armor and range upgrade. And this is something that I especially do in this map. This is gonna be very hard to take down. He had issues taking down one planetary fortress, let alone
and
2.
Here it comes. It looks like Barcode is going straight for the jugular. He waited to get some energy back up on his Ravens. Here come the mass auto turrets. There isn't much there for defense. Zerglings are going to go ahead and be nibbling away at the front lines, but mid, back, way back tier of those auto turrets are just going to go ahead and chew through those weak Zerglings. I mean, I don't even think they have any upgrades. They just died before I could even click on them. Here comes those Hunter Seeker missiles, takes down a couple of Hydralisks. They clump up and whoa, managed to take down 3 more in the retreating action. DoomShroom has been defeated. He leaves the game. Game over. Game over. And that is how you do Mass Raven up against Zerg. Wow. Any parting words of wisdom? Nov.
Don't go for Baneling Bust against the Planetary Fortress unless you have a lot more
Awesome.
than that.
So that was it for this replay. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, leave comments down below on what Nov could do a better job, because I am awesome. Also, if you guys want to have one of your own replays you want us for us to cast, feel free to upload them to one of the major replay sites. Drop.sc is very, very popular. SC2 Uploads is also getting up there in rank currently. It is at Platinum League. So that is it for me. I am out of here.
If there are any good therapists out there for Bone's condition, hit us up.
Right.